That mac and cheese got my mother-in-law out of a speeding ticket one time.
We call ourselves a Merry Everything household.
Ariana, in communication school, I asked her, is there a trailer for 2021 that we can see?
Hello, Ariana. Nice to see you and your family.
Hi, President Book. It's nice to see you too. These are my parents. This is Mama Janine and Dad Jose, and we're so excited to be doing this with you this morning.
So, Frederick, why don't you introduce your parents to me and to our audience?
These are my lovely parents. We have Frederick Sr. here, who's my father, as well as my mother, Yvette Evans.
So we are, David and Rachel Campbell. We graduated in the class of 2013. We live in Charlotte, North Carolina. It used to be just us here. Now we have a very feisty dog, a 2-year-old daughter, and a 2-month-old son who just joined us in October.
Well, I'm really grateful. We have this special series called Spirit of the Season, and we wanted to give a glimpse of some of the ways in which community members are celebrating the holiday season. And I love that you were willing from Honduras to spend time with us today.
Thank you. We're so excited.
Does your family have some traditions or some family activities that really signal the holiday season?
For Christmas, we do several things that are very unique to us. We do a photo shoot. We try to do one every year, and we do a Secret Santa, and Santa Claus has been a huge part of our holiday. And my mom can talk about the food because food is very important, and we have like special dishes that are very unique to Honduran people during this time.
Well, we do the traditional turkey, pork, or ham. And then we have tamales, which are very traditional here in Honduras. They're corn tamales made from the family, either my mom or my mother-in-law, which they're delicious.
Tell me a little bit about when you think about going home, Frederick, for the holidays, what are you looking forward to?
Well, food is always the number one.
That's what I thought. Maybe food
always,
was in the mix.
Right. Food will always be number one. But also, I think, as I get older, as I start realizing, looking at 2020, the year itself, how precious life is, just being at home, being with my folks.
It is not one of the positive things that has happened is that our lives have gotten a lot slower because of COVID-19 and the ability to be together and have renewal in that. So, Yvette, what are you cooking that Frederick's looking forward to?
Macaroni and cheese is probably the number one thing.
A true favorite right there.
That mac and cheese got my mother-in-law out of a speeding ticket one time. She was driving over to see us, and when she was able to do that, she would drive, and we'd come to the house and there'd be food just here. But she got stopped because she had a tendency to be pretty quick, and she offered the trooper some macaroni and cheese, and evidently it worked because I never saw a ticket.
So we are we call ourselves a Merry Everything household. Well, we on our family unit, we are Jewish, so we celebrate Hanukkah. We grew up with significant members of our family who celebrated Christmas. So we incorporate a lot of the cultural aspects of celebrating Christmas into our home and into what we do. You can see our giant tree here.
Yeah.
Our giant tree, and then in the background here we have David built a giant a giant dreidel that actually spins to decorate as well, and that we put presents in.
When I was a kid,
explain to me, David, what does a dreidel do? I mean, for all of the non-Jewish folks who are joining us, what's the significance of a dreidel?
It's just part of a game. There's 4 sides to it. There's different letters on each side of the dreidel. You spin it, you pick up coins, you put them back in. It's just part of a game. But for me, the significance of a dreidel as this icon is I used to have a big giant cardboard one in my house growing up, and I loved seeing that every time we celebrate Hanukkah every year. We'd pull it out, put it together, and the presents would sit there for weeks until it was time to grab them out of there. And I needed something in this house that was familiar to my childhood like that. So I decided to build one.
Does your 2-year-old know it's Christmas? Is she aware that the holidays are here?
I don't know what she knows. She has been, Hanukkah starts tomorrow. So she's
What's
been
her name?
Lily.
Lily.
Yeah, Hanukkah starts tomorrow. So Lily's been really excited about this Hanukkah Kids album, the CD that we've been playing. And she loves lighting candles on Friday night for Shabbat.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
She keeps looking at the menorah set up and everything, and I keep saying candles, and she keeps going Shabbat Shalom, and I'm like, no, but that's adorable. So she knows there's lots of fun decorations up around the house, but I don't know that she fully gets the significance of it.
What she doesn't know is the tsunami of presents she's about to receive. It's
Yeah.
a little over the top.
Yeah, that's good. So she hasn't entered that phase yet. That'll come later. I just want to ask how things are in Honduras right now. You know, with all of the, we're seeing a lot of spike here in the cases, and it's a tough time this post-Thanksgiving, and just curious how things are there in Honduras.
It's difficult. I think, also after the 2 hurricanes, people kind of have put COVID behind and worry more about the recovery process. So that's going to probably affect us a little bit more because there's, people being careless in some way.
Yeah, I do too say good riddance to 2020. It's been a hard year. And I think the news of the vaccine gives us all hope that the new year will be brighter and healthier.
Ariana, in communication school, I asked her, is there a trailer for 2021 that we can see?
I don't think any of us have been prepared to spend this amount of time with family as close as we have been. And the two of us would probably not do this until we retired. So it gave us an opportunity to look at some things, to assess and reflect on things that we probably would not have done but for this pandemic. So there have been some good things that we try to pull from it. And I think that's what we're able to even talk with you, looking at the numbers of those infected and the numbers of people who have passed as a result of this. I think we have, those of us who are here, we still have a lot to be thankful for. And going into this season, it's just a reminder of the Thanksgiving and the reasons to be thankful.
That's really well said, Fred, and I couldn't agree more. It is, the end of the semester here at Elon as well, and there's just a sense of satisfaction when you've had a difficult time and you're able to finish and close the chapter book and know that you gave it your best. And that's actually how I feel about 2020. Good riddance to 2020. I'm going to close that chapter book, and we gave it our best here at Elon, and I'm looking forward to a better 2021.